Being Pokemon fans, we've grown accustomed to seeing a new Pokemon game every single year. Even though we aren't getting a new mainline game this year due to the new DLC in the form of the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, 2020 still brought us the new Mystery Dungeon remake. With 2021 just around the corner though, there are a bunch of new Pokemon games that we could see that venture all the way from remakes to new generations. With that being said, in today's video we're going to be going over 7 new potential games we could see in 2021. If you're excited for the video, please do drop a like down below, it really does help out. Let's try and hit 750 likes. Leave a comment with which games you think are going to be in 2021, and of course subscribe if you're brand new, we do daily Pokemon content. With all of that being said though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. Coming up first, it is the most obvious one, and it is the Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl remakes. Now, of course, these are remakes that a lot of people do want. Generation 4 is mostly loved by all, and they are incredible games, and so to see them on the Switch with much better graphics and everything that the Switch can offer these games, I think it would be a really cool thing to see. Now, of course, this is the longest time that we've ever had in the Pokemon franchise without a remake. The last one was Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which came out all the way in 2014. So that was 6 years ago, but of course next year it's going to be 7 years ago. So 7 years without a remake is insane. Not only that though, but next year is going to be the 15th anniversary of Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl. So what better way to celebrate this milestone than to make the remakes? It seems very likely. Obviously there's a bunch of rumors going around going over the next potential Pokemon games, and Diamond and Pearl are 2 games that just keep cropping up everywhere. Really hope this does happen next year. It's the most likely, which is why it is the first one on today's list. Coming up next for today's video, we have another very likely candidate for the next Pokemon game in 2021, and that is Let's Go Johto, or Let's Go 2, basically the next Let's Go games, and that is simply because they are very easy to make. Now, of course, there are 2 teams at the moment at Game Freak, one working on the DLC being the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, and the other working on the next game. So this next game could, like I say, feature anything from Let's Go to Diamond and Pearl, or even Generation 9 for that matter. However though, Let's Go games are very simple to make due to how toned down they are. There's no abilities, the competitive is pretty lackluster, and the catching mechanic they already have. They don't have to really put any effort into it whatsoever. They already have the story and everything like that. So Let's Go games is very simple to make and would allow them to bide more time for them to work on something bigger, such as Diamond and Pearl remakes or Generation 9 or anything like that. Now, of course, the last Let's Go games came out in 2018 in the form of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and after that, in an interview, they did talk about not really making one for a while, but 3 years is kind of a while, so maybe we will see the Let's Go games feature a Johto region in the coming years. Coming up next, we have a Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield 2. Now, this is a kind of 2-parter, so we could either have Pokemon Sword and Shield 2, or we could just have even more DLC. Now, of course, we're getting the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra this year, and because it's the first time Pokemon have ever launched any kind of DLC, we just simply don't know how well it's going to do. It's either going to sell very well and just pave the way for future DLC, or it's going to crumble, not do very well, and they're just going to go back to 3rd installments. However though, Pokemon Sword and Shield 2 kind of has already been laid out with the previous Pokemon Sword and Shield game. Bede is now the new Fairy type gym leader, Hop is a professor now, well, training to be, Sonya's a new professor, and Leon isn't the champion anymore, but he could definitely have some sort of other role to play. And maybe Elena will be the new evil boss because she wants to seek some sort of revenge for what happened in the Pokemon Sword and Shield story. Either way, like I said, everything is kind of paved towards a Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield 2 to be set like 3 years into the future, just like Black and White 2 were to Black and White. If not that, then maybe more DLC next year. Who knows? Maybe there's going to be a part 3 and part 4 whilst they do work on this next big Pokemon games, because like previously mentioned, there are 2 different teams, one working on DLC and one working on the next game. So who knows? But yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield 2 or new Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC is definitely also in the runnings. Coming up next for today's video is Pokemon Ranger. Now, Pokemon Ranger, of course, had 3 installments of it for the Nintendo DS, and it was a pretty good game. I quite liked it. It was something very, very new that we'd never seen before, and of course, you got a pretty cool Manaphy egg from it in the first game that you could trade over to the Generation 4 games. However, Pokemon Ranger is also another game celebrating its 15th anniversary next year, as well as Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl. And also, seeing that we aren't strangers to Pokemon spin-offs getting remakes, such as Mystery Dungeon getting a remake this year, I think Pokemon Ranger actually has a relatively decent chance. Not only that, but Pokemon Ranger was also released for the Wii U on the Virtual Console, so it's not like they've forgotten about this kind of little mini franchise of Pokemon games. Either way, with all of this evidence, it could definitely suggest us getting a remake of Pokemon Ranger or just a new Pokemon Ranger game in 2021. Coming up next for today's video is a new Pokemon mobile game. Now, I'm not even going to begin to give this a title because we've had mobile games feature all the way from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Masters to Pokemon Duel. Anything and everything has been made into a Pokemon mobile game. With that being said, Pokemon mobile games are very hit and miss. You can either get an incredibly top-selling mobile game such as Pokemon Go, or Pokemon games that just completely flop like Pokemon Duel and just get cancelled because they just aren't making enough money. So either way, Pokemon could definitely get a new big mobile game because they know that it works. Obviously, they just have to put a little bit more thought into it. Pokemon Masters is obviously kind of thriving a little bit now. It had a bit of a slow start, but it's doing a lot better. So I definitely think that if they just keep working at it and obviously just keep incorporating other companies and stuff, they'll eventually come up with another huge masterpiece like Pokemon Go and hit the mobile market by storm once again. But either way, 2021 could easily see a brand new Pokemon mobile game because they've been just releasing them so fast that it's just crazy that we probably will get another one in 2020, let alone 2021. Now, coming up next for today's video is something that you can either call a game or an app or whatever, but I thought I'd put it on this list just because it's very likely to be coming out in 2021, and that is Pokemon Sleep. Now, all the way back in May of 2019, Pokemon held a press conference, basically showing off a bunch of different things, such as Pokemon Home and Pokemon Sleep and many other things. Pokemon Home obviously has just been released earlier on in 2020, but Pokemon Sleep we have no information about, literally nothing. All we know is that it's a thing, and that's it. We have no release date, we don't really even know what it's about, it's just something to do with sleeping and that's helping you out in Pokemon Go or something. Either way, Pokemon Sleep is just collecting dust right now. 2020 could easily see it getting released, but I think it'll probably get pushed to 2021 just simply due to the whole pandemic going on right now. So Pokemon Sleep isn't really something that I'm super excited to look forward to just because we haven't had any information about it in so long, but it's still something that probably will get released in 2021, which is why it did make today's video. Finishing off today's video is another game that was seen in the Pokemon press conference of 2019 that we also have had no information on at all, and that is Detective Pikachu 2. You might not even know that this is being worked on, but it is. In this press conference, they did reveal that Detective Pikachu 2 would be coming to the Nintendo Switch. And then that's it. They haven't said anything else. We even got a new movie about Detective Pikachu, and even that didn't make anyone talk about anything to do with Detective Pikachu 2. It is going to be for the Switch, and that is simply all we know. Pokemon Home is actually the only thing that was shown at that press conference that has been released, and this was all the way back in May 2019, over a year ago. So not having any information on both Sleep and Detective Pikachu 2 is kind of crazy when you think about it. But yeah, Detective Pikachu 2 probably going to get released in 2021, seeing as we just have had no information about it regarding release dates or trailers or anything like that. But with that, it does wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy it as much as I did making it. If you did, please do consider hitting that like button down below. Let's try and hit 750 likes. Really do appreciate it. Make sure to drop a comment. What do you think is going to get released in terms of game in 2021? I definitely think we're going to see Diamond and Pearl, probably a new mobile game, maybe Sleep or Detective Pikachu 2, one of those as well. Maybe even a small virtual console for Ranger or something like that. Either way, hope you enjoyed. Drop a sub if you're new. I shall see you all next time. Until then, peace.